that sleep has no effect on memory?
Perfect, right? Perfect. And that's exactly what this study showed, right? That sleep does not have an effect on memory. I just want you to know that in the real world, it does. Okay. In most studies, and that's why I was a little surprised that it turned out like this. But in most studies, we do find that memory or sleep does affect memory. So I kind of find it interesting that they would give us an example where we come to that.
That is crazy. That's where I was just gonna say that right now.
Yeah.
Like it does seem like, you know, contradictory in this sense of saying that memory is not affected at all by sleep, when, like you said, in reality, studies have shown otherwise. So
we know that that's true. So so if this person did this as, say, their thesis for their master's or something, and well, first of all, I hope to God they would never only have 8 people in their study if that was their master's thesis. But you know, this looks like a good study, and I like how they did this, and it's very important to note they were very close, right? They were very close, so they're on to something. I would honestly say it's because their N was so small, and if they had more people in their study, I bet they would have a significant result. Okay, so so that's just something that if someone came to me and had that study and it's really just going against convention, we know that sleep affects memory, they're so close to rejecting the null, I would send that person away and say, go get like 20 more people in your study, and then let's talk, right? Okay, so independent samples t-test, I want to get through this one real quick. All right, so independent samples, these two groups are completely separate from each other. They are not the same person, right? So it's not like a paired. Okay, these are two different groups of people. So it says, are college students more ethical in the morning or the afternoon? Participants were paid $5 to complete a perceptual task that allowed them to cheat, right, if they so chose. The number of times that the 16 participants cheated is shown in the table below. Perform the 4 steps of hypothesis testing. Okay, so this little 16 right here is kind of important to note. Even though it's telling you it's an independent samples t-test, we get confirmation again that our N is 16, that these are 2 separate groups of people. This is not paired, okay? So
basically there's 8 participants in the morning and 8 participants in the afternoon, or like, or
exactly
for the afternoon.
That's exactly right. Yeah, so they had 8 people in the morning group and they had 8 people in the afternoon group. If you want to think of it that way, that's exactly right. Okay, so our table is, I'm going to do my table a little bit weird here, just because we are also going to need our x's and we need our x's squared for each group, right? This is what makes the independent samples a little bit tedious, because we have to do all of this extra work here. Okay. Just want to get my calculator up. Okay, so you guys, here's the other thing too. I know we're doing the 4 steps of hypothesis testing. You can start off however you want. You can start off writing the hypotheses if you want to. You could then go to step 2 and you could get the critical values, okay? When you're doing the work, I'm not there looking over your shoulder, seeing what steps you're following, okay? I'm the type of person, I always just jump into the numbers first. I don't know why, I just like, let's get all that done and then I can go back and do, you know, step 1 and step 2, okay? I want to get through the formula just to make sure that we do this real quick. We'll do step 1 and step 2 in just a minute. Okay, so all right, here we go. 25 and 9 and 30 and 18 and 27 and 2 and 15 and 26. So I get the sum of x for this group as 1, 2. Group is I'm going to write right here, our degrees of freedom for this group is 7. Remember, that's something different that we now have in this group. We're going to have something called degrees of freedom total. So we need the degrees of freedom for one group and the degrees of freedom for the other group. I'm going to calculate now, we need our sum of x squared. And eventually, oops, we will need our mean, right? So I'm just writing all of this down for each of these columns. So let's see, so 25, nope. I don't know where it typed that 25, but not there. All right, 25 squared, I probably should know this, but I don't remember it. 625. Let's see, I'm gonna have to 81, and that would be, would that be 900? And then 4, and then, sorry, I'm just trying to remember some of these over here. 15 squared is, yeah, 225. I don't remember some of these. 324 here. 27 squared is 729. Sorry, my handwriting is not great. And then 26 squared, I get 676. Let's see, I guess we could add them up now and just stay with one group so far. So 625 plus 81 and 900 and 324 plus 729 and 4 and 225 and 676. 3,564. Okay, I was looking for your head nod. All right, so 3, 5, 6, 4. Okay. Oops. All right, 3,000. Okay. Oh, let's do the mean real quick for this group, and then we'll be done with group 1. So 152 divided by 8, we get a mean for this group of 19. Okay. Nice. All right, we're plugging along, guys. All right. So now we need all this same stuff over here. We're going to need the sum of the x's. We're going to need our n, which we already know is 8. Our degrees of freedom for this group is also 7. We're going to need the sum of the x's squared for this group, and then we will need the mean for this group. Okay. So 24 and 33 and 15 and 32 and 3 and 30 and 23 and 2 gives me a sum of 162. Um, 24 squared. I feel like I'm out of practice because I used to remember quite a few of these, and I'm not remembering them anymore. 33 squared is 1,089. 15 to 25. Let's see, I'm going to skip that one. 9. This would be 900 again, and this one would be 4. Let's see, 23 squared is 529, and then 32 squared, 32 squared is 1024. Okay, so let me add up all these real quick. 576 and 1089, 225, 1024, 900, 529, and 4. I get 4356. Okay, good. 4, 3, 5, 6. Our mean for this group, remember, is the sum of x divided by n. So 162 divided by 8. And I get a mean for this group as 20.25. Okay, yay, right? What's up? Did I do something wrong?
No. Is there, I was like, oh my God, there's so many numbers. The degrees of freedom, is it going to be 16 then? Or like when we add it, it's 16, right?
Well, it'll be 7 plus 7, so it'll be 14.
Oh, okay. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's in this one, in this book, I believe he teaches you that degrees of freedom total is degrees of freedom for the first group plus degrees of freedom for the second group. There are some books that say degrees of freedom total is equal to n minus 2. But I just think that that kind of confuses us because we've learned all along that it's n minus 1. So maybe, I don't know, in my head, I just kind of think like, oh, it's n minus 1 and then n minus 1 for this group also. Maybe, hopefully. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna stop here just so we can put in this text box, and I can do our the fun stuff, the hypotheses and all those. This one, I don't know, maybe is easier. I've always found that when you actually have two groups, it's a little easier to verbalize. So let's see, I don't know, maybe not. There will be no difference in the mean number of what, like participants cheating, I guess, or the number of cheats. I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm just going to say the number of, well, the mean number of, I mean, it's the number of cheats. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm going to put that, the mean number of cheats between the morning and the afternoon. Groups, you could do that too, right? Let's see, our H1 obviously is just the opposite, right? There will be a difference in the, oh, how about this? The amount of cheating, how about that? The amount of cheating for the morning participants compared to the afternoon participants. I don't know, I got a little more wordy on this one. There will be a difference in the amount of cheating for the morning participants compared to the afternoon participants. I don't know, that one sounds good. But again, you know, it's whatever, however you guys want to word it. You probably have better ways to word it than I do. So step 2, our critical values. Anyone want to tell me what it is? Anyone have a guess?
I mean, I can't really see anything from a book in front of me, so
okay. Yeah,
I'm trying to follow the steps.
don't do that because I don't want you to crash.
Yeah.
Please.
No, I'm not driving. I'm not driving. It's my dad who's driving. No, I'm good. No, I'm just paying attention. But like I said, I probably need your chart or something to see where it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, you would for sure. Let's see, and somehow I already closed out. Irene, do you have it? Somehow I already closed it out. I don't know how I did that. Oh no, here it
For
is.
it's gonna be for 7 or for 14?
It'll be for 14. Good question.
Okay.
Yeah, so the
2.1, 2.146. I mean 145.
145. Yes, perfect. 2.145. Nice. 2.145.
So you're looking at under what column again? The same column as a two-paired, or?
Yeah, it's still the same column. It's still two-tailed 0.05. The only difference is in, let's see, what color should I make this? The only difference in an independent samples t-test is we look at something that's called degrees of freedom total. And that is equal to the degrees of freedom for the first group plus degrees of freedom for the second group. Okay. And so we had 8 in the first group, 8 in the second group. So that would make degrees of freedom 7 for the first group, degrees of freedom 7 for the second group. So we add 7 and 7 and we got 14. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So that's the only time so far. This is new, right? This is new for us. Okay. But the reason why is we have completely separate, different groups of people, right? Separate individuals were in the morning group and completely separate individuals were in the afternoon group. Okay. So we have to, everybody matters, right? We need all of them. Okay. All right, are we good on that so far? Okay, are we ready for this monstrous formula?
Yep.
We can do it. I write so big, I don't know if I can do this on here. Let's try it. All right. Remember, we're looking at something, they're still calling it the, he still called it the standard error of a difference. Still kind of bothers me, but that's all right. I guess he's the expert. So our formula looks kind of the same, kind of, right? We're going to take the sum of the x's squared, which is our big number for this first group, minus the sum of x, we're going to square it, we're going to divide it by n, and then we're going to add it to now all of our second group, the 4,356 minus that 162. We're going to square it and divide it by 8. Oops, what am I doing? I was trying to make that 4 bigger. I don't know if that got any better. All right, let's see. One more time. Okay, 4, there we go. And then all of that is going to be over, remember it was the n of the first group times the n of the second group minus 1. Okay, remember that bottom part looks a little bit different for us. Okay. I apologize. I wanted to do the 4,356 and the 162 in red, so you could have clearly seen that that's what the second numbers, that group of was over there. But I think you'll be okay, right? All of this over here is from the second group. Okay. Sorry, that's why I did all the red on the other side of it. Okay, so now, right, you've got to do your you got to do those, that 15 squared. You got to do this stuff up here first, okay? Minimize this and get my calculator back. Okay, so, well, 15 squared we learned was 225 just a little bit ago. And then we're going to divide that by 8. And we are going to get, well, that doesn't make sense. Hold on. Or is
Estoy
it?
lloviendo.
Huh?
Oh, I think it's raining right now. It's dust. Oh, it's dust. Never mind.
Oh, did it start raining again? It's been raining. Oh, it is?
No, it's dust. It's dust. It's dust. I thought it was
Oh.
raining.
Oh, okay. You guys, did you catch that? Cassandra, did you catch that? I made a
Oh my
mistake.
Oh. What did you do?
I had written right here 15. So it's supposed to be 152. And I kept getting, and the reason why is this is such a big number for us to have, I kept getting 28 and I was like, that makes no sense, right? So, okay, yes, all right. I made a mistake up there. I wrote 15 and it should be 152. See, mistakes, it happens to all of us. I just hate that it happens to me so much. Okay, so there we go. There's a big number for us. So 152 squared is 23,104. I'm going to divide that by 8, and it should give me a number that makes more sense. Yes. So I get 2,888. Okay. I'm going to put parentheses around that just because I want that to be separate for you guys. I want you to be able to see that. Okay, and then over here, we're going to do this 4, 3, 5, 6 minus what is over on this end where we have 162 squared, and now divided by 8, and we get 3,280.5. I'm just worried I'm going to run out of room no matter what. 3,280.5. Yay, made it fit. All right. All of that is going to be over. We can go ahead and do this, the denominator. So it'd be 8 times 8 minus 1, 8 times 7, 56, correct? All right, so now just do what's in each of these parentheses here, right? We need to do 3,564 minus 2,888, and we get 676. Plus, we'll do the second one, 4,356 minus 3,280.5, and we get 1,075.5. Still all over 56. Starting to run out of room here too. Okay. So now 676 plus 1075.5, and I get 1751.5 divided by 56. Let me see. No, I don't want to be in there. Nope, hold on real quick. I got to figure out how to get onto this next page. Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, sorry, I needed a new page. Okay, so now let's see. We need to do 1751.5 divided by 56. And I'll just write it over here, 3128, I'll round up. I'm just going to go ahead and do the square root there. 5.59. Did you get that, Cassandra? Yeah, nice.
It will be 5.6, right?
You can, Irene, you can round it up to 5.6. I don't think it's going to make a difference. So either one. Okay.
Okay.
And this big formula, remember, this is the only one we have to do. We don't have to do that conversion into the standard error because it's already in standard error. Okay, it's already in standard error. We know it's standard error because it's these little sub things with a line over them. Okay, the little sub X with the line over it. Okay, so now we get to do our T. Oops. So T is equal to the mean of the first group, which is right there. We calculated 19 earlier, minus the 20.25. And that's going to be all over the 5.59. So 19 minus 20.25, I get negative 1.25. I'm not sure what that noise is. I'm going to mute her real quick. All right, so negative 1.25 now divided by 5.59. And we get a T equal to negative 0.22. Really small T value there, right? Really small. It's like you don't even need to look at anything. You know that's so tiny, right? But we have to do step 4. We have to make a decision, okay? Decision time. Oh, I realized I spelled decision wrong on the other end. All right, decision. What are we going to do? Another one where we have to accept the null hypothesis. Yeah, accept the null hypothesis or fail to reject. Because we did our critical values, I think it was 2.145, yeah. We're on the negative end. Negative 0.22 would be super close to 0, right? So it's very well within the accept or fail to reject range, right? It does not exceed our critical value in any way, okay? So just to go back, what in the world were we talking about? Whether the morning or the afternoon would influence ethical decisions. I don't know why on earth they would think that it would, but they found that there is no evidence of that, right? People, I guess if you're not going to be ethical, you're not going to be ethical whether it's in the morning or the afternoon. Or if you are ethical, time of day does not determine that. Okay.
I think it also influences. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, this wasn't part of the experiment, but like measuring, like if maybe people in the morning who didn't get enough sleep, like, do you think that maybe they'll more likely be able to cheat because they're so tired and they can't really think for themselves, so they end up just cheating?
They end up just cheating. That's a good one. So maybe just like sleep deprivation on, decision making skills. I could definitely see that. Yeah, for sure. I could see that. And maybe that's what they were onto, right?
I guess maybe, I don't know. That seems like a reasonable thing to test.
Yeah. So there's no difference in cheating in the morning or in the time of day. I don't know. I'm going to write it like that. In the time of day. I don't know if that makes sense, but you get what I'm trying to say. So that's it, right? That is our two sample designs. I am going to save this and I will post it just so you guys have it here. worked out if you can read all my chicken scratch. But at least it's there for you, worked out, showing you how to do these. Okay. So I'll upload this. This is not homework. Okay. I'm not going to do this one as homework. We'll just have it as something for you guys to practice. Okay.
It wasn't that bad. I thought it was gonna be hard, but it's similar to the one till
Yeah.
one till
Or the
one
one sample. Yeah.
sample. Sorry.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I like how you say that, Natalia. I agree with you. It's not hard, right? I don't think it's hard. It's different, and it
Yeah, it
changes just a
is.
little bit, right? Maybe what makes it hard for some is just all the numbers and
Yeah,
knowing which one to do where and
but
stuff
but
like
I
that.
but I think it really helps like organizing like you did, even though you said that it doesn't matter what order you do it. It's just like I feel like if you write like abbreviate what this number is and like and kind of do it step by step, you're like, oh, this is what we do next, so this makes
Right.
sense.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think those steps help people kind of follow through everything that's expected of them. Sometimes all the number stuff, that's just, you just got to kind of get used to adding them up, squaring, adding them up, getting the mean,
Yeah.
it's just kind of those natural things that we have to do here.
Of course.
Yeah. So any questions? Irene?
So we have one more class left.
I know.
Okay.
Isn't
And
that
then
crazy?
we're gonna have yes, I know. So and then we're gonna have our exam
Yes.
the very last week.
Yeah, I'll have it.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I don't want to scare anyone. Next week, I will go over ANOVA. Okay. Now, I'm not going to make you guys calculate anything. These are going to be, the extent of knowing this stuff. But on ANOVA, I want to go over some things. Okay. So don't stress about having to calculate like big problems for ANOVA. You don't have to do that, but we're going to learn about it. Okay. And because there's a lot of, there's just a lot to kind of learn about it, but, and just to understand it. Okay. But yeah, so the test is just going to be over these effect size, 2-sample, type tests, and then kind of your basics of ANOVA. Okay. And I'll do the same where I like write out a review just so you guys know what'll be expected of you. I'll do 2 class times, next week, Tuesday and Wednesday also. And then if we wanted, we could have another one if you guys would want to meet and ask questions and stuff like that. But don't, don't stress about the test, too much. Okay. We'll get through this. Okay.
So now we have a double tail t-test homework, don't we? Or you didn't put that one?
This was it, Irene. This was it. And I'm not going to make it homework. This was it. It was just a practice so you guys could go through it. Yeah. It's just another time around, but I won't have a homework.
But you're gonna upload all the PowerPoint so we can study all the, the concepts and all that.
Yes,
okay.
I will do that. Okay.
Okay.
Look, I'm going to show you. I have it here. It's this one. It's called T-tests. I'll keep that one there, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to do it right now. Okay. I'll say T-tests and effect size. You're going to see the slides are really almost the same. There's just a little bit of a difference on it. Okay. Really nothing major. Oh, I think it's because I have it open. maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Well, I don't know. I keep doing this. I don't know where I saved it. But anyways, I will find it. Maybe it's in documents. I'm going to put it up. Well, all right. I'm going to do it right now. Okay. So you'll have a new folder that'll be called T-Tests and Effect Size. Okay. And that'll have this, some of this.
The test is going to be on that folder, right? I mean, what I mean, the information on that folder is what we're going to have on the test, the questions of the test, only that folder.
Oh, no, because I still haven't done chapter 11 yet. That's the ANOVA
that's
stuff.
ANOVA?
We have.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to do that one too. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I will get it up, I promise. Okay.
Okay. Yes, please.
Okay. All right. Any other questions?
No, thank you.
No, thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys have a good weekend, okay?
You
Thank
too.
you. You too.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.